So hello guys, welcome to WFW figure review here today. Now I know I'm usually into the whole figure matches and doing stuff like that. I do rarely do reviews as well. The last review I did was a 2-pack John Cena and The Rock. And now today we've got another Rock review. As he's still one of my favourite actors and everything like that. So we've got the Ultimate Edition Rock right here.
He's always muted.
Why do I have to do this in my recording? Sorry guys. Anyway, Ultimate Edition Rock. So as he's my favourite actor and everything, one of my favourite wrestlers of all time, I knew I had to get this figure, especially as it's the final boss. My basic Rock was already outdated, but it was the WrestleMania 29 attire, and he had like the old ball logo. But I didn't really want to use it, so I used my Scorpion King Rock, which is actually up here. Oh, show that, and it's my CM Punk, which my elite CM Punk that I use in a Triple H and Kudos and Shawn Michaels storyline going at the minute. So this is what I started using as part of his High Chief storyline, and this is the Elite. But now he's recently turned heel. We aligned with Randy Orton and turned on Roman Reigns and took Izula Farmer, which then made me decide maybe I could bring the final boss into this storyline, which then led to me getting this figure, because I think it would be quite cool having The Rock as an Ultimate Edition, Roman Reigns as an Ultimate Edition, but I might keep the Randy Orton as the Elite Randy Orton that I use at the minute, because I just love that orange attire. So yeah, so he comes with the People's Championship, which I might use as a custom belt if he ever wins the Universal or the WWE Championships. A bit like the old Brahma Bull title, which he had but he never used in WWE. A bit like that. And he comes with a few interchangeable hands, as you see here. He comes with his final boss clothing, his sleeveless Versace jacket or whatever it is. He then comes with the trousers that he wore at WrestleMania 40. That's what this tie is based off of. And then he comes with 3 head sculpts. He comes with the People's Champion smiling head sculpt, which I don't know why it come with that, since this is based off of his heel turn, the final boss. So I never really got why he has the smiling head sculpt. I might use it if he ever turns face in WFW again and he becomes the People's Champion again. I might use that, swap out the head and just have that as the People's Champion. And yeah, and then he comes with a Screaming head sculpt, which I think I'd use if he's in a, what you call it, sharpshooter. Or if he's doing a rock bottom, maybe. Or if he gets speed by Roman in my WrestleMania, I might use it. It'll call back to his that he did at WrestleMania 40. But, and then he comes with a serious face. This head sculpt, which fits the final boss way better. But, originally, when I got this box, he already came with a smiling head sculpt on, and I'm like, that ain't fine, boss. So I swapped out the head. So yeah, and then on the spine, obviously it's got the rocks render right there. Then on the back, it's sort of picture of the actual figure itself, and then a picture of the actual attire that he wore at WrestleMania 40, minus the glasses, which somehow didn't come with the figure. And I lose my glasses each time I get some, so it's probably a good idea that they didn't. Anyway, let's get this out the box, and we'll have a closer look. So here is the People's Champion, or the final boss, should I say. Fully complete, out of the box, in his final boss gear with the People's Championship. Now, I love this figure, and I love everything it comes with. It makes him look badass, it makes him look really heel mode, it makes him look like the final boss, like he looks intimidating, like he's ready to kick butt on Cody Rhodes or whoever you want him to, I guess. And yeah, it's a solid figure. Really loose head. It's probably because I haven't really put it on properly, but you know, it's still a decent figure. It's got great butterfly joints, all the good stuff you'd expect from an Ultimate Edition. Which I'm starting to like their figures a lot more than the Elites. For a long time when I started collecting WWE figures, before the whole, you know, shebang of the Ultimate Editions when it started coming out. I started with Elites. I've never really been a basic guy. No, I collect a lot of basics. I've just never been a basic guy. And basically, I would collect Elites, so just trying my best to just collect Elites. And for the longest time, I preferred Elites. So I still do. I like Elites. I still get the job done. But then Ultimate Editions come out, and then ever since really buying Ultimate Editions, I preferred Ultimate Editions. I think they are the perfect WWE figure. Now, some Ultimate Editions aren't that great, no, but people like The Rock, Roman Reigns, even The Undertaker, they have had pretty good Ultimate Editions. But, yeah, that People's Championship is just beautiful. I like the way it shines in lights. I like how metallic it looks. I just like everything about this figure. Like, Mattel have really went out the park with this figure. Right, so now I'm going to take him out of his entrance attire before it starts staining the figure because of how hot it is today. And, yeah, we're going to have a look at The Rock. So there's The Rock, and there's pretty much every time classic stereotypical Rock wrestling gear. You know, the elbow pads, the pants or underwear, knee pads, and the cuts out boots that he always wears. Yeah, he's pretty much had the same attire throughout his whole career, so yeah. It's obviously got the red highlights on the Rock, so it's white, but then has the red outline to represent the bloodline, because obviously this is based from when he tag teamed with Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. But in my sake, he'll be wearing this attire, or basically I'll be using this figure when he wrestles against Roman Reigns and Randy Orton in a triple threat match. But obviously The Rock will have the Eula Fala around his neck as part of the storyline. Towards the back, the Brahma Bull is white, a really nice white, and its eyes are red, and the whole highlights as well, also red. I do like that. Now this Rock figure is buff, man. Like, it looks exactly like how The Rock should be. I think they've used the right body mold. So yeah, there's that. He's also got his new Brahma Bull tattoo on his shoulder, which I believe is the first Rock figure I actually own that has the new tattoo, so that's pretty a good ad. And obviously he has his classic tribal tattoo, which is probably the most recognisable tattoo of all WWE history. Though if you show this tattoo to someone, it'll be like, yeah, that's The Rock. Unless if you don't even know who The Rock is, which I'd be pretty surprised if you don't. But anyway, one thing I don't like about this figure though is when you move it out and you see his chest tattoo repeated onto this bit. It makes it look like he's got two bits of the same tattoo, and it just looks really odd. But if you have it like this, it's not going to be a problem. It's going to be a really nice tattoo. So yeah, this is my review of The Rock. Like and subscribe, and I'll come out with more WFW matches and shows and pay-per-views as much as I can.